Okay. These are my bushes I planted for privacy fence. I've got 3 more to plant that I still haven't planted. I'm going to probably plant one right here and one right there and then one out in the front. But this is what I've been working on for the last couple weeks. This is chain link fence privacy shade cloth. It is breathable. It is see-throughable. Let me see through it. But you have to be kind of up close. Otherwise, it just is a big piece of black fabric. I got my whole back side of my fence. You see all the way down. I need to get some more no trespassing signs, and I need them in Spanish and in English. There's one of my no trespassing signs, but it doesn't do good when people can't read English to have it just in English. I do need to go through. Most of it is zip tied at the bottom. There are 3 panels that are 50 feet long that are on this. I need to come through and zip tie the bottom of this piece and the last piece. The middle piece is zip tied at the bottom. This is spot zip tied. The zip ties that came with these weren't very good, and a lot of them have broken. And then, yes, I know my fence is leaning, and it's because these caught the wind, and when it rains, this area stays saturated for a really long time. So my fence is leaning. I plan on getting some wood poles and cementing them in instead of using T-posts. For right now, it'll have to work with a slight lean. I'm thinking about putting some braces behind these T-posts temporarily to prevent them from leaning any further. It's just a slight lean. It's not real bad. But this is 150-foot section. My Vitex is doing really good right here. I'm going to plant one of those ligustrums over here. I may plant 2, plant one on each side, but I'd rather plant Vitex because this gets a lot of sun. And the Vitex are beautiful when they go to bloom. They're like purple lilac type flowers, or like bottle brush flowers, but they're called Texas lilacs. They're also known as chaste trees or Vitex. So my signs, I want to get some more of these too to hang up, to not spray. They come through and spray crap in the yards, and I don't want them to spray anything in my yard. So I've got a total of 4 panels, so that's 200 feet. I still have the rest of this front section to do. I am going to leave the side facing the house that is over there by the house. That one section will not be blacked out, just so that way I can look out my front door if I need to check on things. But from the corner down there all the way down will be done, and then of course it's already done over there. It's to give my animals some type of protection. I mean, I've got cattle panel, bird netting to keep the chickens from flying out, and then rabbit fencing at the bottom to keep chickens and the ducks from climbing out the bottom, and baby goats, because baby goats are small enough they can fit through the squares of the cattle panel. I wish I had the fundage to be able to afford horse panels, which are 1 foot taller than the cattle panels, and the squares are 2 inches tall by 1 inch wide, where the squares on the cattle panel are 4 by 4. Or is it 2 inches by 4 inches? Yeah, I think the squares are 2 inches by 4 inches. I could be wrong. They're 1 inch by 2 inch. Let me go look. It's what I've got my kittying shed and future piglet shed. Hi, Daisy. Hello, Whiskey. I hear you, grunter, grunter. Yeah, they're. I guess they're 4-inch by. I don't think that's 2-inch. I would think that was 1-inch by 4-inch or 3-inch. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But anyway, the fence is 5 feet tall, and the chickens can't fit through it. The ducks can't fit through it. None of the baby animals can fit through it. I really think those are 1-inch by 2-inch, but like I said, don't quote me on it. But that's what these pins are made out of. It's also what is on the fencing for the gates. But I'd really like to, I wish I had the money where I could do my whole entire fence with this wood 4x4s that were painted, and then do 1x6s at the top and the bottom to finish it off to make it look really nice. And then I wouldn't need like 50 billion things on my fence to keep the animals. Hello, Pan. Hello, Miss Daisy. Hello, Heidi. Hello, Miss Daisy. What do you want? I don't have no foods, Mama. Pan, don't headbutt me. So, I've got the girls out tonight. The girls have been staying in the pen back there. It's worked really nice. It's made it easier to feed the chickens. But I let them out because I brought 10 wheelbarrows of the mulch. Sorry. I'm using my phone. I'm tired, and I'm sure it's wobbling all over the place while I'm walking. What are you doing, Bronson? You know you can come out this way. I got a duck laying in the mulch. Bronson. He's like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck. I don't know how to walk around the fence. Bronson. Bronson, honey, keep going this way. No, go around the fence. I know it's difficult to be a turkey. Go around the fence. I know it's hard sometimes. He says it's very hard. I brought out 10 wheelbarrows of that mulch that I got. It's just chipped trees from the tree service that was out here cutting trees. So I got 10 wheelbarrows dumped out here. It doesn't even look like I did anything. I'm going to fill this whole pen. But the goat girls are going to live in here until I get some of my other pens built down there. And I'm going to use the wood chips to build up the ground. Also to improve the soil. Because once I get pens built down there where I can move the girls out of here, I'm going to close this up. And I'm going to plant grass or something. By then, a lot of this mulch will be broken down over the summer. I want to divide this into 2 pens, but right now I'm leaving it as a large pen because then all of my girls can comfortably be in here and not be squished. And then I want to divide these from here to the black fence down there, divide them into 16-foot wide pins, and then divide the girls up into pairs. So there'll be 2 girls, and then I'll be able to do, I think it was like 7 pins. And this pin would not be used for animals. I will use it to plant grass and then some trees to get some shade going before I'll put an animal in here. As this pin here stays full sun over on this side. This other side gets shade, but I was going to use it for the ducks. But I don't know if I'm going to still do that. I put a temporary shed, but since I put a wood base on it, which that will also get filled with this mulch, and then I'll put regular wood shavings on top of it so it's soft, but to raise it up so when it rains, because this all kind of floods when it rains. You can see some standing water there. Also, the septic sprinkler is over here, so it's always wet. So I want to raise it up, and if I can raise it up where it's not so soggy, then it'll be easier to keep animals in here and not worry about them getting wet and whatnot. So, but until I can do that, I'm just gonna work on it. Use the chipping and the shavings. These guys have got so much loose hay on the ground that it has created a sponge type effect. I need to get in there and rake it out, and compost the hay and make this. I want to make this soil over here really rich because it's very clay. If I can make it rich, then I can grow some pasture grass. I do have lots of plans. That's Harley down there. He came down to take a nap. He thinks I'm going to bring some food out here, but the goats have already eaten. So, but I want to build this up, get the soil in good condition. It was crap soil, clay, and pretty much just weeds grew here. So I'm going to try with building the soil up with compost, getting some cover crops on it this winter, getting some pasture grass growing in it maybe this summer. See what's going to happen. I don't know. I'm playing with a lot of ideas, just with the fact that I need a way to get the girls separated in the morning to eat away from the pigs. And I need the pigs to have their own separate pens as well. So, yeah, I'm rambling. But, that's what I do on these videos. I ramble and do all of my brainstorming. So that way I can look back at some of the thoughts that I've had about what I want to do and how I'm going to do it. This is looking really good out here. That thistles growing, a bunch of wild lettuce, some weeds. I've got Andy in here, and then I have a couple other ducks. I think that's all that's in here. I don't think any of the chickens. There's 2 chickens that fly in and out of there because the net is crap. I really want to get rid of the bird net. It keeps coming down and it rips and it's getting tangled in the vitex that is growing here. And a full moon. You can see it over there. So I need to get out here and get the critters out of this area and get it where they can't climb through. Look, Juniper trying to get to my roses. Junie, you can't get to them. Goofy goat. They've been eating the vitex along the fence, which is fine. It's not dangerous for them to eat. See? Junie. So, but I have big plans. Oh, I guess the Silky's out here too. The black Silky's been out here too. I forgot that he was in there with Andy. So he's hanging out in there. What are you doing, Haiti? You can't reach the roses. Those branches have been broken. You guys broke those branches. They're gone. Bunch of bad goats. Another reason why I need them to be in pens. They're not eating my flower garden. Right now it's the weed farm, but I need to get my butt out here and get working on it and get it, get my zinnias and everything planted, my flowers, and get it where it's duck proof again, because the ducks have found ways to climb. They're climbing through the fence. So I need to run some chicken wire along the inside all the way around and get it so that These little turd monkeys can't climb in here. And get Andy and the chicken out of here. And get some stuff going with the flowers. So, alright, I'm going to hop off of here at 8 o'clock. It's dark. And, good night, Bronson. Good night, Brando. Good night, Haiti. I need to go in and fix dinner and get the dogs fed, go to bed, get up so I can start this all over again tomorrow. So, y'all guys have a blessed night. Thanks for watching. Bye.